This episode is brought to you by ElevateOS, the only all-in-one community operating system. ElevateOS transforms property management, combining resident engagement, reservations, rent payments, maintenance, and concierge services into a single super app. It also uniquely integrates access control, intercoms, package lockers, and thermostats, eliminating app fatigue and redefining modern apartment living. Visit elevateos.com/MMN for a free demo and see how they can help you level up your operations. Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. Today, let's talk very briefly about the fact that and the opportunity to use GAI to create real cinematic, let's call them advertisements or productions that you can use to highlight neighborhoods and apartment units and the common areas of your apartment communities in a cinematic way. Use GAI, use artificial intelligence to create those cinematic experiences that you can then, I've had this vision for a very long bit of time that you could, whatever property management system you're using, as soon as a resident hits the notice vacate, fills out the notice vacate form, thereby putting that unit into inventory, immediately, all behind the scenes, artificial intelligence can go out and identify a new resident, deliver a very specific resident that is looking for an apartment, and they can base that off whatever data is out in the public ecosystem, whatever information is out there. AI will know that this person in Iowa is looking for an apartment in Atlanta. The second the notice vacate goes in, the system tells this person who's looking in Atlanta that there's an apartment available. And by the way, and it generates real time. You don't have to make inventory for these things. It generates real time a cinematic experience of that particular unit in that particular community in that particular neighborhood. So it highlights all the things that are necessary to get that person's emotions heightened to a point where they will want to come and see the apartment, and or they'll lease it online. And no human will be involved. But that day is here. I think that day is here. I don't think it is necessary. I may be wrong about this, but I don't think it is necessary that you have to go out and find somebody to stitch this whole thing together for you, meaning you don't have to work with a third party. Internally, you can probably choreograph this type of system, especially if you have a IT/marketing department that's very robust. You could create a scenario like that where you could deliver highly produced by artificial intelligence, cinematic with sound, visuals, calls to action, whatever it is, for the community, for the unit, for the neighborhood, and you can send that almost the second the notice vacate goes into the property management system. That marketing tool can be sent to a very specific person that is out there in the marketplace looking for a unit in whatever city you are, whatever town in that city, and that transaction can actually happen with no human involved. If there is the need for a human to be involved, or that person desires to come see the unit in person, they can make those arrangements all without the human interaction. That day is here. I was just reading an article about a different business. I don't know what this business is. I'm not sure what this business is. Oh no, they were speaking generally speaking, you can create these kind of AI advertisements that are incredibly lifelike, very cinematic in nature, designed to elicit emotion in individuals. We all know that we make decisions emotionally and then after the fact convince ourselves with logic on the heels of that emotional decision. But anyway, all that's there, all that's in place, all that can be done in a way that is seamless, frictionless, all the buzzwords that you can put to it today. So that's it. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.